Evictions fell sharply while an eviction moratorium was in place over the past few years. But as KITV4's Kristen Concilio reports, evictions are now back on the rise, leaving many renters in vulnerable positions.
Amy Revo's been fighting for months to stay in the home she's lived in for almost 4 years. The former interior designer says the pandemic is forcing her to reinvent herself. And now the single mother's left with no income and no home.
Currently, I'm packing up my home, all of my belongings, getting rid of as much as I can. My daughter is in school until the end of May. We won't be here. She will finish out the school year without a home.
Even with rent relief and state-mandated mediation, Revo says she still has to leave her Palolo Valley home by the end of the month. She owes more than $25,000 in fees and back rent, according to Stott Property Management representing her landlord. A property manager declined an on-camera interview but says Revo was given notice to vacate months ago and refused to move or pay the rent. The representative told KITV the owner of the home wouldn't comment but is suffering just as much due to the loss of income. Revo says her $2,500 monthly rent doubled after she refused to leave.
They know I don't have the money, so it is a purely greed-driven, threat-based tactic that is being applied to all tenants who are in my same situation. I do not believe that the pain and the struggle is spread equally. It is not.
Before the pandemic, the state processed about 200 evictions a month. That dropped to as low as 26 when an eviction moratorium took effect. Since the moratorium ended last year, evictions have climbed to about 150 per month, according to data compiled by the University of Hawaii Economic Research Organization. But formal evictions only tell a part of the story. Many other renters forced to move due to unpaid rent don't go through the courts, according to Philip Garbodin of UHERO.
Hawaii, before, during, and after the pandemic still has a fundamental problem of our rents are incredibly high relative to what renter households can make. And so there's a lot of concern, in what these numbers don't show.
And more evictions are expected as renters exhaust rent relief programs. Kristen Concilio, KITV4 Island News.